Yeah.
I told people, I said, just get used to it. I do not cancel.
Mm.
They said, what don't you cancel? I said, anything. Okay? I do not cancel. I do not cancel classes. I do not cancel church. I do not cancel appointments.
We lost him.
Of course,
darn it.
the internet cancels me, but I don't cancel. So the internet cancels me.
Ah, that's true.
Yes.
I do not cancel. So that has always been one of my strong points. People can rely on me. All right. So, am I sharing already? Oh, yes, I'm sharing. I'm sharing the new topic, something we've seen briefly when we started with the verb, and it's called perfect. And that in English is called your past participle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so perfect is your past participle, and it means I have gone, I have done, he has risen. So you have your helping verb to have or to be, and then the past tense of the verb. Okay? So I go, I went, but I have gone. And just as there are past participles in English, ta-da, there are in German. So now we have something called schwache Verben. Oh my goodness. So what is a schwaches Verb? Basically, it's a German word for saying regular verbs. Wow. And they just call them weak. Very sad. Okay, so how does it work? Well, ich kaufe ein Eis. All right, so that's what I'm doing in the present. But in the perfect, I have bought ice cream. Okay, so you could say, I bought ice cream, and we've had that before, which is your simple past. What did you do yesterday? Well, I bought ice cream. What did you do at the store? I bought ice cream. But the Germans use the past, the simple past, in the official writing. We speak with the perfect. So if you ask me, hey, Peter, what did you do this morning? I will tell you, I have cooked breakfast. I have baked bread. I have gone to Sprachcafé. I have taught. I have sung. Okay, so this is the way the German talks. And yes, people scratch their heads. How do Germans talk like that? Yeah, they are so weird. Huh? And so, how do we create the past participle? Well, this is what we're going to learn down here. So here, ein Unfall passiert mir. An accident is happening to me. Or I have an accident. And down here it is, ein Unfall ist mir passiert. So we have two helping verbs. One is haben, to have, and one is sein, to be. And again, how do we do this? Well, we start out with the infinitive. So kaufen is the verb, And we said, just like the imperative, you look for the verb dann. So your basic verb, which in this case is kauf. And that's where we get the imperative from, kauf. So we take the verb kauf. Let's see if I can use the marker. Oh, yes. Okay, so I take this beautiful part, the verb kauf, which is the verb dann, and I place a wonderful GE. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, come on, let's go. I put the GE up front, and in the back, if it's your wonderful schwache Verben, so your regular verbs, I just put a T in the back. So now I have my verb dann, kaufen, placed in the imperative, kauf, put a GE up front and a T in the back, and now it is, ich habe gekauft. And the verb that's being conjugated for ich is the verb habe. So if you remember the first exercises in reading verbs and conjugating verbs, we did the present, we did the perfect and the future. So kaufen, ich kaufe, aber ich habe gekauft. And in the back, it's always gekauft. Arbeiten. Now, since this ends in a T, then I don't just stick a T in the back, but I have to place an E between the two T's so that I can say, ich habe gearbeitet. Instead of having to say, ich habe gearbeitet. So we put an E in there. Then I have that horrible ending, ihr. So in this case, I do not put a GE up front, but all verbs ending in ihr, N, I just tag a T on the back. So, ich habe telefoniert. And reisen now is a verb of movement. So we said that if it's a verb of movement, what do? I have to put, instead of habe, we put bin. And then the same principle, GE up front, your verb stem in the middle, and your T in the back. So, ich habe gekauft, I have bought. Ich habe gearbeitet, I have worked. Ich habe telefoniert, I have called by phone. Aber ich bin gereist, I was traveling. Okay? I have traveled. In this case, in German, it's I was traveled. Ich bin gereist. So if it's a verb of movement, we put bin. All right. And now, I can do that. So like we see here, your second verb is always in your past participle form, gekauft. And the verb that gets conjugated is the verb up front. So we have ich habe gekauft, du hast gekauft, sie, es hat gekauft, wir haben gekauft, ihr habt gekauft und sie haben gekauft. And then with the sign for the verbs that have movement, Ich bin gereist. Du bist gereist. Ist gereist. Wir sind gereist. Ihr seid gereist. Sie sind gereist. So all this should just be a simple review. Like Juanita says. Right.
Right.
Right. Okay. And knowing all this, now, of course, we come to our beautiful example. Okay, we have the verb kaufen, which now we have to transfer into our participle. So kaufen becomes gekauft. So who is doing the kaufen? Well, in this case, it seems like it is du. Why? Because when we go to den Wagen, we see that this is accusative. So it's not der Wagen, it's den Wagen. So I know this has to be accusative. And so we come to the conclusion, du is the subject. Then you have your helping verb in the second position, du hast. Then we got the accusative object, den Wagen. And then we have the past participle with your regular verbs, with the GE up front and the T in the back, gekauft. So simple and beautiful. Okay. So now, let's see what Michael has to say.
Hat in Köln gewohnt.
Okay.
I have to leave a little bit early today, Peter. I've got a meeting right afterwards, so just want to
That's
say
all
that.
right.
We
Yeah.
get to a break.
This is
I
a
have an
pretty
appointment
easy.
at 1.
Yeah. This is a pretty easy,
Yeah.
standard, straightforward exercise. Okay.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Eva hast hat. See, I got the first one wrong. Eva hat you have to put den Arabisch.
No. You just do exactly as it is right there.
Arabisch.
Okay.
Eva hat Arabisch.
Arabisch.
Arabisch gelernt.
Okay. Eva hat Arabisch gelernt.
Arabisch.
Okay. Like I said, pretty straightforward.
Yeah. And so is suchen going to be haben or sein? Yeah. Is it a movement kind of thing or?
Well, no, because he didn't. He looked for it, but he didn't move. It's not a verb of movement.
Okay. Hat seine Brille gesucht.
Okay. Good. Let's put this one down here because it's a little longer.
Okay, so this is du bist.
No.
No, because you're putting the beer in the basement.
Yeah, but the verb is holen, so it's still haben.
Oh. Okay, so du hast eine Bier aus dem Keller geholt. Geholt.
Geholt.
Geholt.
Okay. So you got a case of beer from the basement. Or you retrieved a case of beer, or you brought it out of the basement.
Okay.
Wir haben einen Flug gebucht.
Okay.
Hm. Ihr habt euren Freunden gedenkt.
Gedankt.
Gedenkt. Gedenkt.
Gedankt.
So let's see. Sie, this could be sie hat or haben. Sie hat or haben Fußball gespielt.
Well, in this case,
Hm.
it would be plural and not feminine, because usually it's the guys doing the.
Mhm.
Hm. So, Max hat kein Wort gesagt.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And so you know what all these mean.
Kind of.
Think
Think,
so.
play, said, um,
Booked,
booked. What's gebooked?
booked like a flight.
A flight.
Yeah.
We flew.
Yep. Wir haben einen Flug gebucht. We have booked a flight.
Booked. Okay.
Okay.
Holen is to fetch. Suchen is to search. Yeah.
Max has said no
To
word.
see.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So is this a ist a sein or a haben? Passen.
This is
Die Jacke.
all haben.
Okay.
Okay, so
Die Jacke.
Die
The last-
Jacke.
the last two are with ist.
Okay. Die Jacke hat mir nicht gepasst. The jacket doesn't fit me.
Okay, past
Or
tense.
didn't fit me. Didn't fit me.
The jacket has not fitted me.
Okay.
Ah, gosh. Okay. Wir, wir haben auf den Bus gewartet.
Okay,
Gewartet.
war.
Gewartet. Ah, gewaren.
Okay.
No?
The verb is warten.
Gewart.
Okay, the verb is
Warten.
warten. So you take away the en,
Oh,
which means
gosh.
the verb stan is wart. Okay,
Oh, so you add the ET.
so now you add
Gewartet.
et. Gewartet.
Gewartet.
And what does it mean?
We have waited for the bus.
We have waited for the bus.
Okay. Du hast der Reportierin geantwortet.
Du hast der Reporterin geantwortet.
Okay. You have answered the reporter.
You have answered the reporter. Yes.
Hmm. Eva und Matt Hast or hat?
Michael sagt nicht
Hat.
hast und nicht hat. Eva und Max. Singular, Plural.
Plural.
Aha.
Haben.
Haben.
Ein Auto.
Ein Auto.
Auto. Ein Auto. It's got the N. So what do we do with the N? Nothing. Garbite. What is it? Gemieten? Gemietet.
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 Okay.
Hmm.
So now we have the IEN ending, okay? So remember how that went?
Right. Just add a T instead of the EN.
Yes, exactly. Just add a T in the
Yeah.
end.
So du hast den Text korrigiert.
Du
I don't
hast
know
den
what
Text.
I don't know what korrigiert is.
How about corrected?
Okay.
Sounds
Hmm.
alike? Sounds pretty much. Okay.
Makes sense. Korrigiert. Okay.
Okay, so wir haben im gratuliert.
Wir haben ihn gratuliert. Yeah.
Gratuliert.
So we
We have congratulated him.
have congratulated him.
Okay.
Okay, so now we had two with the IEN. Now we have the two with the sin, with the sign verb.
Paul ist nach is it Japan?
Nach Japan.
Nach Japan gereist.
Gereist.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm so excited. Ein Unfall. Ein Unfall. Bin ein Unfall.
Okay, first you
So
got to
that's
figure out.
an accident. You have to figure out who's it happening to.
No, you don't.
What's an accident?
All you know is it says
And
an accident happened.
oh,
You don't need to figure out anything.
so
All you need to
you
do is
don't.
put the verb there. Okay, so what's the verb?
I can't think. It's an accident. It's not.
Okay, so let's start.
Has
Singular or plural?
singular.
Okay. Is it first person? Is it I? Is it second person? Is it you? Or is it third person? It?
I would say first person.
Why would an
No?
accident be I?
Well, why would an accident be you or
Well,
them?
it's not. It's not them.
Okay. So is it just passiert?
Let me ask you again. Is accident ich? Is accident du? Or is accident es? Oder Oder sie?
It's none of them.
Well, of course it is. It has to be. What's the pronoun that goes with der Unfall? Is it I? Is it you? Or is it it?
It.
It. Okay, so now we know it's not ich, it's not du.
Okay, so it's ist.
It is Okay, der Unfall ist. And now you need the participle. So what do we do with the verb?
You just put the T on the end. Passiert.
Okay.
Passiert.
Ein Unfall
Passiert.
ist passiert.
Passiert.
Mama, what was that loud noise? An accident happened.
Hmm.
Or in this case, an accident is happened. Has happened. Okay. So that's how the Germans talk.
That's crazy.
That's German.
An accident is happened. An accident has happened.
Yes, but has
Ah,
in English would be hat, right?
right.
Right. So you gotta use a different verb. You cannot use the auxiliary verb haben when it is in this case. It must be sein.
Hmm.
Okay, so these are the, like we said, the weak verbs, which are the regular ones. Now we come to something called starke Verben. Oh, isn't that nice? So what makes them strong? Well, simply because they are irregular.
They do their own thing.
Gosh.
Okay, that's all there is to it. So now what do we see? Let's see, let's use this one here. Okay, here I have an E. Okay, but the E turns into an O. Okay, so the verb sprechen turns now into gesprochen. Over here, the verb gehen now turns into gangen.
And they keep their EN as well, right? So that's the other.
They keep the EN and they don't get a T, right? They keep the EN. So there's two things, yeah. But it starts with a GE. But don't worry, the third is the mixed ones. Okay. So now we have getrunken, okay, and the verb is trinken. Now we're going to have to insert some text and say, the verb here is trifft, which is from exactly treffen. And so treffen turns into getroffen. Okay. Then we have wäscht. And what's the verb for wäscht?
Waschen?
Waschen. Okay, so we get gewaschen. Then we got the verb liest, which comes from
Lesen.
lesen, which then gives me lesen. Okay, then we have ist. Ist comes from
Essen.
essen,
Yes.
which then makes it oops, sorry. Guess then. Okay. Then we have over here helfen. And the part is participle is geholfen. Okay. Then we have wann schließt du das Fenster? It comes from
Schließen.
schließen. So now we got geschlossen. Then we have schneidest, which comes from the verb schneiden. So we got geschnitten. And then we have schreiben, which comes geschrieben. So these are your past participles. And there's no rule to them. So you got to know which ones are the regular verbs, which ones are the irregular verbs, and then you have to learn them. But do not despair. Today you will be getting a PDF, which you can study over the weekend so that you will be able to fulfill and accomplish the new challenge on the word wall
Oh no.
with your past participles.
So, was bedeutet Schnitt, schnitten, schneiden?
Okay, so we have a question, okay, wann? And we have back here Zwiebel. So was ist eine Zwiebel?
It's a cracker?
Onions.
Onion. Also,
Okay.
was mache ich mit einer Zwiebel? Ich schneide die Zwiebel.
Oh,
It's a cut.
Jetzt
Slice.
habe ich die
Slice.
Zwiebel geschnitten.
okay. Sliced. Okay.
Slice or cut. Okay?
Okay.
Ich schneide Brot. Ich schneide Fleisch. Ich schneide Zwiebel. Ich schneide Tomaten. Anything that you take. And it could
Okay.
either be with a knife or with scissors.
Okay.
So ich schneide Papier. Okay? And when somebody cuts you off in traffic, hat dich geschnitten. So he cuts you off. All right. So let's get these exercises in before you guys have to move to other places. Okay, so now we go with this one here.
So, wann? Oh man. Getroffen. Okay. Wann hast du Carmen getroffen?
Okay. And translation?
When have you met Carmen?
When have you met Carmen? Right.
Wann hast du den Pullover gewaschen?
Okay. Wann hast du den Pullover gewaschen? Meaning,
When have you washed the pullover?
which is in English, in American English, what's a pullover?
Sweater.
Sweater. Okay.
Wann hast du die Zeitung gelesen? When have you read the newspaper?
Right.
Okay. Wann hast du den Kuchen gegessen? When have you eaten in the kitchen?
Ah,
No. Oh, the cake. Sorry. Maybe you're eating the cake.
I always get those back where I can
I
never.
get them backwards all the time. Okay.
All right.
Cooking. Cooking.
So I told you that my son made me a layer cake, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now Jennifer's boyfriend made me a cake, and it was with himbeeren. Oh, what do you call those? Beautiful little berries. My daughter says raspberries. So
Oh,
big
okay.
brother,
Mm.
big brother is listening.
Hmm.
And it is delicious. So we ate a
Mm.
third this morning for breakfast. Well, really big
Oh my
size
God.
steak. Okay. So one,
Wann hast du Paul geholfen?
okay, one
When
after Paul.
when have you helped Paul?
When have you helped Paul?
Oh, okay. Wann hast du das Fenster geschlossen?
Geschlossen.
Geschlossen.
Okay.
So
Meaning,
when have you closed the window?
when have you closed the window?
Wann hast du die Zwiebel geschnitten? When have you sliced the onions?
When have you sliced the onion? Singular.
Onion. Okay.
Uh, okay, so that would be wann hast du Eva und Maria geschrieben? So when have you written Eva and Maria? Right? Geschrieben? Hmm.
Okay, can you see it down here?
Geschrieben.
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 Okay, so the EI turns into IE. Okay,
Ah,
wann hast du Eva und Maria geschrieben?
geschrieben. Wow. I have enough trouble with E's and I's, and now you just flip them on me. Great.
That is correct. Yes, we've flipped them on you. Okay, so clear all drawings. And now, I'm gonna close this. Okay, so you guys pretty much did that. And like I said, now we have gemischte Verben. So with the gemischte Verben, all of a sudden, we have a GE up front or a T in the back or many other things. So we have, for instance, springen now becomes gebracht. Denken, gedacht. Wissen becomes gewusst. Rennen, gebrannt. Kennen, gekannt. Nennen, genannt. Rennen, gerannt. All of these are haben except rennen. Okay? We have senden, gesandt, wenden, gewandt.
So gemischte means mixed or mixed. What does it mean? Gemischte.
Mixed.
Gemischte
Mixed.
Verb. Okay.
Okay, so gemischte means mixed.
Okay.
So part of the prefix is GE, and some of them will have a different prefix. For instance, wenden means gewandt, but if it's verwenden, So I have a prefix of ver, then it's verwendet. Okay, so, and I asked somebody, I said, how do you know which ones to use? And they said, well, you have to memorize each one by themselves.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
So
shaking
these
your
Wow.
head.
these get the GE and the T, but they typically change the vowel or something like that in them, I guess. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So up here is das weiß ich nicht. I do not know that. Yeah. Now, das habe ich nicht gewusst. So the SZ changes to double S. The EI changes into a U. Very
Hmm.
sad. Yeah.
Hmm.
So here we have nennen, which is right here. So the verb is genannt. So das Paket bringen, hast du das Paket gebracht. Die Adresse nennen, hast du die Adresse
Genannt.
genannt.
Genannt. What
Genannt.
does
So
nennen mean? Nennen.
did you tell them, or did you indicate,
Oh, okay.
or did you name the address?
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Hast du die Antwort
Gewusst.
Gewusst.
okay?
Yeah.
Did you know the answer? Hast du Paul eine E-Mail
Gesandt.
gesandt? Right? So did you send Paul an email? Hast du die Journalistin
Gekannt.
gekannt? So did you know the journalist? Okay? Usually, when you see the movies, did you know that guy?
Hmm.
Okay. And then we have hast du an die Verabredung
Gedacht.
gedacht? So did you think, or did you remember our appointment or the appointment?
Hmm.
In this case, Verabredung means a date. Not an official appointment with a doctor, but you and I, let's get together. That's a Verabredung. So it's an informal date.
Okay. Okay.
And then auf die Straße rennen. So that would get the exclamation mark. Why?
Got it.
Well,
Ah.
Oh.
why does
Bist du?
aha,
Bist du? Oh,
bist du auf die Straße
gerannt.
gerannt?
Gerannt.
Okay? So that's why you get the exclamation mark, because now it's not an haben, but it's an ist.
Hmm.
I thought this was all going to be review, and so anyway, it kind of is. But you know
Kind
how
of
much you've
is.
forgotten. Yep. Okay. Nicht trennbare und trennbare Verben. Oh boy, perfect.
Okay, you guys got time to go on, or do you need to go?
I have a few. I have a
Yeah,
few
we
more
have a
minutes.
few minutes. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So now we have the verbs. We got the regular verbs, irregular verbs, and mixed. Now, remember, we have verbs that are with a prefix, what I just said. Okay, so you got
Separable.
so you got the nicht trennbare Verben, which means it's a verb with a prefix you cannot separate, like besuchen, to visit. But there are also those that are strong. So you see this one's got a ver prefix. So verlieren is verloren. So we said Schlag is regular. So the regular verbs, besuchen, so we just tag a T in the back. Besucht. So if it's suchen, it would be gesucht. But since it is besuchen, it is besucht. Because suchen is to search, but with the prefix be, now it means to visit. So it changes completely its meaning.
Mm.
So we just tag a T at the back. Besuchen, besucht. Then we have the strong ones, which are the irregular ones. Verlieren. And so what happens? The prefix stays the same, but the vowels change. So we've had that. So verlieren becomes verloren. And then we got the mixed ones. So erkennen now becomes erkannt. So we get a T like we do with the schwachen Verben, and we change the vowels as we do with the starken Verben. Just for the fun of it. This is like American football. You see 11 guys on one side,
That's
11
true.
guys with the other, and then all of a sudden they throw or they run. It's like, okay, so you either throw or you run. And then he pitches the ball to the back. You say, wait a minute. I thought you have to throw or run. Yeah, but you can do a backward pass. Oh, okay. So field goal was 3 points. Touchdown is 6 plus the extra point. Right. Yeah. Okay. So why is the score 17-2? How did that happen? Oh, because there's something called a safety. Okay. So this is basically what's happening here. Yeah. So they give you all these rules. You're like, yeah, I got it. And then you got all these other ones. Okay. So now we have erklären. Erklären is schwaches Verb. So it becomes erklärt. Okay. Genießen becomes genossen. Now isn't that nice? Empfehlen becomes empfohlen. And verlieren becomes verloren. Bekommen becomes bekommen. Oh, it doesn't change. Well, look at that. You got those two that don't change. Okay. So up here it says Achtung. Ah, we didn't even read that. Bei nicht trennbaren starken Verben. Okay, so by not divisible strong verbs, the infinitive and the partizip zwei are partially, so it says zum Teil, partially are the same. Zum Beispiel erfahren stays erfahren. So bekommen stays bekommen, and zerbrechen becomes zerbrochen. Erwarten becomes erwartet, and vergessen stays vergessen. Wow, isn't that nice? Okay, so these are the non-divisible, nicht trennbaren Verben. Okay, so bestellen, du hast etwas bestellt. Erklären, du hast etwas erklärt. Genießen, du hast etwas genossen. Empfehlen, du hast etwas empfohlen. Okay? And down the line.
Ich habe alles vergessen.
Du hast alles vergessen.
Hey, it's a joke. We got it.
I got the joke.
You did.
I just don't think it's funny.
The separable ones now.
Remember, I'm an entrepreneur, okay?
Uh-huh.
So Tim and I, we had to go up to Lubbock, and Tim had to have a little conversation with this guy, and Timmy did not do what the guy wanted. So as Tim leaves to go to the restroom, the guy looks at me. He says, Peter, you have to help me convince Tim of. And I said, no, I don't. I have to help Tim achieve his goals. I don't have to help you change Tim's mind. I said, I have to understand what Tim wants. I have to analyze it. I have to see whether it's
Yep.
feasible or not. And if I believe it's feasible, then we work at it. And then I told him why I believe what Tim does is the correct way to go. And then he looks at me, and then Tim came back. And at some point he says, you know, you guys, you think so much alike because you both think like entrepreneurs. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if you tell me that you're paying money for this class,
Uh-huh.
and you're telling me that you forgot everything we learned, okay? What is the first thing I think about? Your investment. And it hurts me to think that you are investing into your German language, and then you come to me, yeah, and you make a joke. It's like, oh, I wasted it all.
Nope.
Oh no,
And-
it's not wasted.
And that hurts me as a businessman, okay? So
I was trying to show I understood how to
I know.
do for guests.
I know what you're saying. I just let you know why I can't really laugh at that joke, because my mind goes off and says, oh my goodness, poor guys. Okay, so now we have trennbares verb. Now, if it's a trennbares verb, we said we put the GE in the middle.
Mhm.
And then if it's a regular verb, we just add the T. If it's a irregular verb, we put EN. And if it's mixed, we put the GE and the T. All right.
Mhm.
So we have to hören. So we know we have to start with the prefix. We know we have to stick the GE in the middle. And then we know we have to use the
Zugehört.
verb and put that zugehört.
Yeah.
Okay. So, einkaufen etwas. Du hast etwas eingekauft. Zu hören with the dative mir. Du hast mir zugehört. Meaning, so what's zuhören?
I don't remember. Zuhören.
Okay, hören
Sorry.
means to
listen.
listen,
Listen
to
to.
hear. Okay,
Okay.
hören means
Yeah.
to hear. Zuhören means to listen to. So
Okay.
if I say, du hast mir zugehört, that means you paid attention to what I said.
Okay.
You listened to me. Okay? So now we come to anrufen and we come to mich. So we have an, we have the GE, we have the RUF, and now we have the EN. Also, du hast mich angerufen.
I have called you.
I've called you.
Or
Right.
you
called
have
me.
called me. You have called me.
You have called me. Okay?
Yeah.
So, etwas mitbringen. So we know it starts with the mit. We know we have the GE. And now we know bringen, gebracht. Exactly.
Gebracht.
Okay, mitgebracht. Also, du hast etwas mitgebracht. Meaning,
You have brought me something.
you have brought
Yeah.
something.
You have
Brought
brought
along
something.
Okay.
You brought something.
Something.
Not necessarily to me, but you brought something. Okay.
That's-
So now we go with the next one, which is einladen. So we go ein, we go ge, we go lad, and we go en. Mich einladen. Du hast
Mich eingeladen.
mich
You have invited
eingeladen.
Invited.
me.
You have invited me. Okay. Now we come to aufwecken. So auf,
Auf.
geh, weg,
Check.
meaning
I don't remember this one.
aufwecken in the morning.
Aufwecken.
Am Morgen.
Oh,
Juanita,
Oh, okay.
Juanita, aufwachen. Eh?
Okay.
wake up. Wake up.
Wake up, aufgeweckt. Also, du hast mich
Angeweckt.
aufgeweckt.
You have woke me up.
You have woken me up.
You have woken me up.
Or you have awakened me. Yeah. Okay, now we have zurückgeben. So the prefix is zurück. Then we have the ge.
Gegeben.
Then we have
Gegeben.
Gegeben. Okay.
gegeben.
Gegeben. Zurückgegeben. Let's give
You have
back.
given.
Okay,
So, yeah.
du hast etwas zurückgegeben.
You have given
Something
me
back.
back something, or you have given something.
You have given
No,
something
you've
back,
given
or
back.
you have returned something.
Return something. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I've
All
got to
right.
go.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we did the hour.
So
Okay.
we're not we'll meet again on Thursday next week.
Yes,
Thursday.
sir.
Or
That's
Zoom
right.
Thursday. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
And be expectant of your exercises.
Okay.
Okay.
Will do.
Thanks,
Okay.
Peter.
All right.
Take care.
Right.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good week.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.